Oh, shit. Don't play sounds. Don't play sounds. I forgot about Firebot. Don't you dare play sounds. Damn it. I forgot to open Firebot Pickles. You got first. Oh my god, Maddie. Firebot's not open yet. Don't play sounds. You're wasting your... Stop playing sounds. It was not. Hi, Omizu. Stop it! No! Hi, Sashi. What is causing that shadow? Like that. Can I see this from here? Alright. We should have sounds. Now you can play sounds. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright, Omizu. Took a little break because I've been having like a knee and elbow thing that's really been bothering me. So I've been sleeping like shit recently. Specifically because of my knee. I don't know why my knee got sore. So I took a little break. I was just doing other stuff. I will not, Maddie. It's hard to remember everything. It's okay, Maddie. I hope your internet fixes itself. Let me try and figure out really quickly what this goddamn shadow is that's right here. Do we see the shadow? I don't think it's that, Pickles. It's like, I don't think it has something to do with the painting. The elbow might have something to do with the painting, but I actually think the elbow... I've been trying to not doom scroll in my bed, and that seems to help, but then there's days where it hurts for whatever my elbow does. My knee is like, it just gets tight instantly and gets painful to move. It's a knee I've had 2 surgeries on for cartilage reasons back in my sports days. But it's made sleeping very difficult this last week because it just like, I've never had like a flare up like this where it just instantly gets tight whenever I try to move it. Son of a bitch! What happened here? You talking about the reference, Omizu? Yeah, no worries, Salt. I figured Miranda would be busy. I'll have to try, Pickles. I'll have to try. Let me try and figure out what this shadow is in the bottom left, because it's bothering me. But, I think I like this reference a lot, what this reference ended up as. To poor Rudy? Rudy's a bastard, Omizu. Rudy's a fucker. Is this what's causing the shadow? Nope. Is it just this? Yeah, it's a fucking camera. Of course it is. I don't want to move the camera around. This light. Figured it out. We figured it out, everybody. We could all play the Ewok song now. I'm a goddamn genius, Pickles. An incontinent genius. All right. People seem to like this reference, though. I'm actually happy I went this route than sticking with that weird surreal thing that I had.
Move this man!
Don't you do that. Yep. Yeah, right. I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, like, I put hours into this setup because, like, you know, you see the blue thing that's like holding. First, I had to held the skull up, right? And then I had to figure out, I wanted that eggplant in there. So then I had to take the pin from Ricardo's skull to put it through there. But I had to figure out how I'm going to keep the pin steady. So then I had to I used this plastic bottle that had pigment in it one time. And I filled it up with some glue to like weight it down and to stabilize the pin, or figure out a way to stabilize the pin. And then I had to figure out how to stabilize the skull on that like podium. And then I had those eyes in there. Eyes weren't difficult though. So that was original. But then once I realized I wanted to do this, then it was about figuring out the head. So the head I have on another tripod. I had to hammer a nail through Rudy's head so I could have something for it to connect to without having like a really odd like chain setup. And thankfully it's only a small hole, but Rudy now has a nail through the head. Yeah, no, these setups aren't the setups are a lot. It's a lot. Because I also like, if you see here, so like, you see, I finally set up a permanent viewfinder, right? I had to make that yesterday. But then lining this up, right? So that's what I'm looking at is accurate. Right? I did that yesterday too. But all of it is just like, you know, it's work. It's work that you want to get done. But so now I don't have to keep on bringing a viewfinder back up to my eye and then like trying to find this exact spot that I'm referencing. So there you go, everybody. We're advancing. We're advancing. But I'm hoping that permanent viewfinder thing, and now I have to create a bunch of aspect ratios. But you just line it up once, but I gotta keep that there this week, essentially. Oh, it's a butt day, Cranky. A censored butt. Okay, let's get our paint out, huh? Yub. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh wait, I need paper towels. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got this wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. I need a fake tongue. Maybe I can order a fake tongue and add it. I can do that. I literally had a thought about a tongue, but I didn't have a tongue. You can make me one. Well, I want to order one as a prop. A real beef tongue. I mean, I'd take it, Pickles. I'd take it if you would like to do that. I'm not gonna, because I've had tongue before, but boy, I needed to stay out for like a week. Amizu, so I don't think a real beef tongue would be. Oh, by the way, everybody, if anybody's looking for props to paint from life, I thought of the best idea, and I am going to do it. I ordered the stuff for it. Who wants to hear the best idea ever for props? Who wants to hear it? It's literally the single best idea for props I've thought of. Acme? No. You don't? Okay, alright, so I shouldn't tell you? Because it's also a fun thing. It's fun. You need props? I do need props. You can't just keep on painting the same props every time. Well, you can, but you need some stuff to keep yourself sane, right? All right, who wants to hear this idea? I'll reveal my secrets. All right. The great idea is the plaster casts that you can make at home of your hands and stuff. So I bought those, like that kit and some extra material where I could make a mold of my hand in a specific way and make a plaster casting of it to make props. So I can do like you know, I can have, I'm gonna have a hand of my hand flicking off, or like, you know, like a gun, maybe a penis here or there. I could do one of my feet, and then I could use those in the props. So now I can have like several plaster hands, a few plaster dongs, and some maybe a few left feet. I did not say that, Maddie. Get plastered. But I'm gonna make a bunch of like plaster castings of my hands. I have no idea what you're talking about, Pickles. No idea. Yep. Bum, Macaron. That. That. Yeah, you know, a micro, like, you know, a micro, like 12-incher. Oh, God, so tiny. So unbelievably tiny. Yellows and whites. Need my yellow. I need my whites. We'll find out, Maddie. We'll find out. Why'd I throw this back in? Do I leave my titanium white out here? I'm missing... I don't need the other yellow, theoretically. Is this it? I didn't think so. It's shitty yellow ochre. It's not it. It's not it. Not it. It's... There it is. It's ivory. Do I need ivory black? No. They'll just break off like Greek and Roman sculpture. I know, I think it's a... Well, because I also... It takes away a lot of the stress of buying something like that and then worrying about breaking it too. Because now I could theoretically break some of those for additional stuff for props, but I think it just could be a... Like, remember I was talking about putting a gun, giving the Green Dandy a gun? I thought it'd be funny if the gun was now just like my hand like this. Like a plaster cast of my hand like this. I could even do the plaster cast with my glove. With my glove on, I should say. My love glove. Alright, our palette for today is titanium white, lead white, bismuth vanadate, yellow, lemon. We're not going to do the medium. Pyrrole scarlet, quinacridone magenta, ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, and buoyant umber. Hi, Harper. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Yeah, I had a little break. Just had some other stuff going on. Oh, I have some other big news. It's not big news, but I have other news too, actually. Oh, let's wait for ads. Oh, that's probably too much wait. We're gonna wait for ads and I'll reveal the next news. Who found your micro? Nobody does. It's implied in the name, Lost. That's good, TDS. Yep, yeah. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Busy week here too. I wouldn't say my week was busy. I got some stuff done, or things that I wanted to do done, but I was also just kind of trying to rest my knee and elbow. All right, the ads are done. I got another bit of news, everybody. Another bit of huge news. I might need more ultramarine, or should I just... wait on that. I'll put a little bit more out there. Another huge news day out here, everybody. Huge news. Is everybody sitting down? And I promise you this is not crappy fast food related. Son of a bitch! Fucker. You should sit for this one. You should sit for this one, Pickles. Alright, the news is sometime in October we're gonna have a week-long plein air kind of streams. Absolutely, Pickles. Oh god, I wish I got the White Castle sponsorship. We're gonna do a week long of plein air streams from my brother's backyard. From my brother's backyard. So if you're interested in plein air painting, we're gonna have a week of it. Probably like 4 streams, maybe 5. In a 1 week period. I don't know if I'm going to try and just do one big painting or just multiple small ones. But if you're interested in plein air stuff, no, I mean, it might be a little chilly, but not bad. On the chimney, will do. So yeah, if you're interested in plein air stuff, which I haven't done much this summer because it's been so fucking hot, and this last week was like the only good opportunity to do it. But I've also been happy with the studio painting, frankly. I think it will, Omizu, because it's a Chicago suburb. So hopefully it won't be bad. Yum yum. All right, mix this up. Good. All right, everybody. How many tries? How many tries? To open up the child lock oil. One from just watching Jake. How many tries, everybody? Do I want to use one this big? It's so big. Yeah, that's the one I want. We need one for the lights, we need one for the darks. All ones. Has to be an integer, Mizu. I do not accept fractions. A lot of faith, Jake. I knew it was 1/2, and I'm not accepting that as an answer. There's no such thing as a half. Fractions are myth, everybody. Fractions are myths. All right, so you're going with 1? Okay. That I'll take. Okay. All right. And we're just going to sneak attack this right away. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh my god, was that easy. Jesus Christ. That is too easy. You all get points. Damn it. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Nope. Fractions are myths, TDS. Fractions are myths. Pickles, we also need one for arts and crafts. Let's just get all these drips out of here. Drip drops. I actually ordered more oil today. Yum yum. Yum bum bum. We ready to begin? Arts, it's with a Z. ARTZN crafts. Thank you, Pickles. And Pickles, did you give yourself one for first? How much of the ass do I want in this? What'd you mess up on there? No underscore? Free the butt? Free the ass? I know. I think that's where I want to look at this at. All right, good Pickles. Good. All right. Because I think I need some of the boob in there too. Okay. A little hard to see. Is that where we want to be at? It is censored. Questions how far at like a third? We're breaking this up into thirds. Maybe here, maybe a little lower. I gotta make a lot more of this. I think so, but maybe not though, because I figure if you could do pasties or tassels, we'd see that more on Twitch, right? Literally about like halfway is the boob. Why do you ask, Pickles? Yeah, it is. I mean, ever since they had that one day where they allowed nudity in art, and then fucking incels had to ruin it for everybody. I agree. It could be something for Plasticia. I wouldn't hesitate. I don't think it'd be a problem on Plasticia to do like tassels. Yeah. Laura, if you go to the Discord, you could see the picture on the Discord. Oh wait, wait, you're not in the Midnight Society. Pickles, would you mind posting the reference photo in general or announcement? Do it in announcements. If you can. So people could see the if not, I could do it, you know, soon. Thank you, Pickles. Laura, I'm gonna post the or Pickles is gonna post the uncensored photo in the Discord. That probably is like up here. I think I messed up already. Oh, no worries, Pickles. I don't know if I should have started off with these darks. Don't know. But it's okay. How you doing, Kobits? Very subtle. The subtlety is my middle name. Dum dum. Dum dum dum. How you doing, Kobits? Sorry, I was just checking something on my phone. You're right. Get like a... That's very orange. So let's... It might. It might. I think I need more. I think I need more of the, well, I think it'd be good for other people's Christmas cards, okay? I do think for my own, I need to incorporate my entire haunted family. Despite how much I dislike a lot of them. That actually seems pretty close. Maybe not anymore. It's darker than expected. That was too much yellow. Let's work around it. Got any spare tassels? How you doing, Shasta? We just paint over this, or do we just... You know what? That's because I got that block. I'm not gonna paint that block that head is sitting on, so I gotta bring this down a little bit. That's what I should do, I guess. I should just go straight into getting some of the skull shapes in. Because it's weird kind of... I don't want to paint like... I'd rather paint this and then refine these dimensions. Then refine an outline without being able to see all of it. Hi, Snark. And that's why you hold your brush like that? Is it because you're adding layers upon layers, essentially, so fine? In the process. Snark, it's because fine control is never really important. At least for an impressionistic approach. If you zoom in on all my paintings, I've always hold brushes from the back, and then recently I've extended the brushes out because I used to basically be a foot away. Now I'm like 2 feet away. And there are times I want more control, but what I have adopted as my personal philosophy regarding that is that being concerned with fine control is antithetical to the antithetical to the methodology of the paintings that I want to create. If that makes sense. It's why I'm also not like sketching. Why I don't sketch anything. But philosophically, Snark, I asked myself, what is important with how I want to paint? And it never, a detail never came up with in any of those thoughts. Go to painter's purgatory? Maybe. That is blasphemy. Well, I mean, you look at, like, Snark, I don't practice drawing ever. I'm not saying it's not important to, but it's not a priority for me. So instead of drawing, I'd just rather get in another rep of painting. Is truly how I feel about it. I don't enjoy drawing. Not to say that, like, if I took on drawing, I could probably improve. I'd definitely improve my drawing, but does that necessarily as efficient or improve me more as a painter? I don't know. And since I don't know, I'm going to do the thing I enjoy more. Do I lay down some of the Plasticea tones? Might be worth it to do now. And this is me not saying like other people are wrong in their approach, but I only concern myself with impressionistic painting. That's it. Well, thank you, Snark. If you want perspective, Snark, it's almost been 2 years. It's almost been 2 years since I stopped sketching anything for my paintings. I could even tell you the first painting. It was in like November 2023. It was a portrait of the mountain man. It was the first one I did. Without any sketching. And it is freeing. It's tough. It can be tougher though, Snark, because I'm only trying to measure with my eye. Right? So, you know, I don't want to lose realism. I'm not trying to do abstract, right? But I'm also more concerned with also the contrast relationships, stuff relative to other things. You think that's coming to Mizu? Yeah. So here, Snark, I'll show you. all the paintings you see on my Instagram from probably the last like 3 or 4 months now have all been from life. Hi, Burger Sleuth. Yum yum. Ba-dum bum bum. Strong lamp for what? For lighting that? I only have one. And I try to block all the other light. Are you talking about for the models or for my painting here? Where's halfway? I might need to lower that head. For the model, I just have one. It's a pretty strong lamp, but I try and focus it more in an area, and I try and block other lights. So if you see, you can see the lights right there that I have on it, and you see I have cardboard over it that's just trying to, like, you know, stabilize it. And then I got curtains hanging around here to block like bounce lights and stuff like that. I do have my computer lights, but that's not a huge concern. Or it doesn't seem to do much anything noticeable. Well, that was some. I used to do it by hand with like handheld ones, Snark. So you can get things that like you can get your aspect ratio of, right? So like, you know, you match your aspect ratio of and you just look through it. You just look it up through your eye, right? Like here. So like you would just look through it and like, oh, that's, you know. But then you have to hold it up every time. And now I saw somebody do like a permanent one, and so I just made a permanent one. I'm like, I should just start doing that. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you just got to get your, you know, if you want to do still lifes, you got to, you know, you get props. Like I've been telling people who've been watching me, like, about all the times I've been going out to buy props. You know, I bought this mannequin off of Facebook Marketplace. The skull was the first prop I ever bought. But then you just got to start actual painting, you know? And I'm just acquiring props I can, like, continually use. Well, it is fun because it's something you get to be creative with, right? But it's also a lot of work. Like, I spent hours working on this, and I don't have a painting, right? So you have to go into it knowing that, like, you know, you got to figure it out. You got to make it work. How do you hold shit up in the way you want to? Right? Like, well, that's why you gotta, like, you know, get things that you know will hold. Because yeah, I've had to cancel a stream because I moved something and I couldn't get it lined up with where I wanted it. It was like a second or third session of a painting, so then I had to spend hours trying to, like, realigning it. Mixing with white too much. Thank you. That's fun. I mean, it's not even about dedication. It's just about doing stuff that I enjoy to do. And just, you know, creative problem solving. I appreciate it. That. Hi, Netsasa. Crack. Talking about crack again, Netsasa. Getting a little hung up on certain details that just don't matter that much right now, so I gotta... Like that. Let's paint this with the purple. Maybe we'll do that one in a later stream after this is dried. Maybe a little darker. It's like no difference. That's great. Hi, Silver. How you doing? Silver gray. Silver gray. Is it? People seem to like this one. People seem to like this one. It's fittingly absurd. It's a bit absurd. A little contradiction, too. How are you doing today, Silver? Some prints later? Nice. And for some reason, you saying that put me in the mood to make pierogies. But I don't have potatoes nor cheese. So I can't believe you would do this to me. I don't have sauerkraut either. I do have kimchi. I could make kimchi pierogies. That would work. And did everyone hear the new big sports ball news? I know you're all super excited for that. Yeah, I gotta move that fucking head up. Huh? Oh, nice. Yeah, it kind of sucks though that the subsidies are done though, right? Or do you have like state subsidies? That's where I'm fucking up. Because if that's the case, then this jaw goes like ends right here. This is why we might do it. We've got until December for the federal. Oh, do you? But New Jersey is a program that credits based on what you produce. Interesting. I know a lot of the power companies are being more stingy with it, like with as far as like what you get back. But I don't know if that was a state to state thing. Doing absurdism? What am I not doing absurdism? Root fly? Did you see my last painting, Root fly? But how are you doing? Root fly. Oh, that's no fun. Why would you do that to yourself? So much white getting in there. Oh, that's a great... Then that sounds like a slam dunk. To me, that just sounds like an absolute slam dunk. God, I have a feeling that's too far to the left. to it. It produces a decent amount, Oxford. Now in New Jersey, it would be substantially less than like if you were in Arizona or California. But nonetheless, if it's carbon positive, probably a good thing to do. Because I know that can be an issue with some solar panels in some capacity. Yeah, that is true, Oxford. A damn shame, Root Fly. But you know what, Root Fly? At least women can vote now. Oh, well, painting might be a big contributor. it comes down a little bit. How you doing, Leg ERP? Or Leg ERP? We painting butts. Or a butt. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask, or else. Oh, my elbow. I'm guessing 5 foot or 4 foot 11-ish. Well, Rootfly, are you cursed as well? Are you cursed as well? I have a black cloud that follows me around everywhere because of a witch in the woods cursed me. Three to 5.5 foot tall, so well done. Pickles, you know how I came to that number? I'm like, a chimp is probably the average chimp is close to the size of Danny DeVito, and Danny DeVito is like 4'10". That's literally how I thought about it in my head. Poor Danny. I don't think he's unlucky. You're short, It's okay. He's worked hard and he's had a lucky life too. Well, it's actually a dark green root fly, but the photo makes it show up as black. So it's going to be a dark green. But that's partly why I did it, because I thought the green worked better than the black. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in this region. And just everything's taller than what I'm making it. too green, but that's fine. I'm not gonna fret over that too much. My elbow is not liking this right now. I'll take a break in a little bit, Pickles. You have too small now? What is it?
Fire the nuclear weapons!
Oh my god! Raid! Zebra acrylics. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Get on in here. Get on in here. Give us those sweet, delectable links before I call the cops. Good. Good. Everybody go follow Zebra Acrylics now. Or else we're gonna have a problem. What were you working on today? Just feeling Halloween vibes? Let's see. I've been actually watching a lot of horror films recently. And some of them are the first time I watched them all the way through. I have to say, some disappointed me quite a bit. Brush, beans, and toast. Oh my god, Zebra. Junkie? Well, cop-outs, I mean, but some of them are just are too simple, in my opinion. I specifically really disliked Friday the 13th. I thought it was not good. It was very disappointing to me. Halloween, great. Their OG Nightmare on Elm Street was great. OG Hellraiser, much better, much better than I expected. Like more artistic, surprised me quite a bit. One thing that surprised me, though, was the pace. How fast the pace is in a lot of these. Yeah. Well, Zebra, you just reminded me of the end. Have you watched Psycho, the movie Psycho, from like 1960? I was gonna bring this up as talking about endings, but you reminded me of a trope that I think not ruined it, but did as much as it could to ruin an excellent film. So, you know, at the end of Psycho, after they catch him, literally a psychiatrist who is not in the entirety of the film walks into like the cop station and like explains everything that was wrong with Norman Bates and like everything he did. And it was like 10 minutes of a dude dropping exposition on the story already done instead of giving the audience credit and letting the audience do what they want with the knowledge that was presented to them. So I also hate exposition dumps. Sometimes they're needed, but when they give too much, it can ruin a film. Another question is what the fuck. It can be the worst, but like, so Zebra, my favorite movie of all time is The Thing. I think it's like the closest thing to a perfect film, and there are some great monologues in that. There's also Exorcist 3, which you might laugh at, but if you haven't seen it, watch it today. That movie is like entirely monologues, but it works so well because it's more like a play. But in in certain horror films, monologues have no place. Completely agree with that. Shoot it up. Speed it up.
Boo this man!
No! Well, if it isn't Kaylan. How are you? You shall not poo me.
I said good day!
Good day, Colton Shaw. You got exams coming up? Which one are you stressed out about the most? Nice to see you too, Colton Shaw. How have you been? Mm-hmm. Oh. English and calves. What are calves? Oh, my elbow. Elbow pain is a pain in the butt. Community and family studies. Interesting. Sounds like a good. And on Monday and Tuesday, I'm not prepared. Is it? Are you in the middle of your school year, Caitlin, or are you at the beginning of your school year? Or at the end? And what country are you in, Kaylin? Because United States schools are just starting now. I always find it interesting when you see different like school schedules. Like this week is literally the opening week for a lot of schools in the United States. Australia. That's what I thought. I just didn't recall. I didn't want to look like a doofus. That's too... So you get the winters off then, Kaylin, for Australian school, or do you all have breaks? Like a break, or do you just go year round? Oh my God! There's an ice cream truck. Oh my God. Huh. That's kind of like a little bit like how college is set up here. Oh, that's weird. Kaylin. This color is not right, but I'm like making it green when it's actually orange. So let's just quit messing around. I have to use paint to paint, everybody. Yeah, that's more in the realm we want to be in. blue than I expected.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
No, you're not. How you doing, Autonet? Nice to see you, bud. Oh, skinny butt.
Outain T drag off.
Thank you. How have you been, Otto? What's new? What's new, Otto? Son of a bitch! Kaylin. Yeah, I mean, that's reminiscent of high school here, Kaylin. It's tough. It's tough that there's so much pressure on you at a young age. It makes things difficult. Don't you laugh at me.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
I won't. Never. I'll never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Somebody fucking calling me? Alright, maybe we should take a quick break, everybody. Huh?
Brother, this guy stinks!
I don't stink! You stink. Maybe we take a quick break. Maybe we all need to take a few poos. Maybe we all need to take a few poos and settle down. Some pews. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, there's toilets on the train, Kaylin. Jeez. We should all take a few poos. What am I missing? What's the confusion? Not on this train. Kaylin, just find a corner. All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, everybody. I'm gonna run ads, and we'll see everybody soon.
Fucker.
Soon. A few poos. Great. All right, I just shat on the train like everybody else did here. Welcome back. How was everybody train shits? In the 19th century, Quotenshoff ultramarine blue was invented in 19th century. Prussian blue was, no, Prussian blue wasn't. Cobalt blue might have. It might have been late 1700s, that cobalt blue, like 1790s. But it also might have been like 1800 something. You went to the garden to shit? Okay. I'll let that one pass instead of a train. But no other blues that I can think of were invented in the 1800s, Quotenshoff. Synthetic ultramarine blue definitively was, sorry, in the 1800s, the 19th century, which was extremely important for the biz. No, ultramarine blue is a common blue. Like, are you talking about the pigment, Quotenshoff? I don't understand what now. Like, now I'm confused on what you're implying they invented. I'm dreaming one Christmas. Just like the ones I used to know. All right, should we get back to the pile? Well, try and find out and see if you can remember. Sleigh bells glisten, and children listen to you. Yeah, right. Shall we get back to the pile? Might even be. It might even. Ever have someone crap themselves on your watch? Children, yes. Are we talking about IRL or are we talking streaming? Because I wouldn't be able to tell somebody crapped their pants while watching my stream. Maddie probably has. IRL. Not that I'm aware of, Mizu. Do you have a war story or a horror story about this? Because, right, you work at a hospital. Jesus Christ. Whew. Like, and did he just like walk in and like do his, like, did he do that and leave, or did he go to his doctor, or did he get called out on it right away? Like, how does that situation get handled? Thank you, Poison Jackal. I created it today. Fishing line. Those prop eyes. The jerry rig stand. Background. How are you today, Jackal? No, Mizu was cursed by a witch, Poison Jackal.
Badly.
So after he did it, he went to the bathroom. And then they just went on like nothing happened. Hi, Jamboree. How are you doing, bud? Yambari, I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting me when I mispronounce your names. When I mispronounce your Christian names. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Just trying to get this blocking going. You know, how have you been? Wow, so he pooed, talked to you, then went to the bathroom, and then carried out. No shit. Hexnia. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any complaints, please direct them to HR. Well, they will dispose of it. That's good to hear, Yambari. I'm glad that's going well in that kind of tough time. So I'm glad that's going well. And I'm annoyed that I didn't check up on you on that. Jesus Christ, Omizu. Yeah, I mean, I used to do janitorial work for my dad. My dad owned a janitorial company. I mean, we did like 5 places, 6 places a week. And I've cleaned some messed up toilets in offices. It is, Omizu. It is. You know what, though, Omizu? Now I'm reminded of a story I heard about that at my dad's work, where his boss, like, visibly shit his pants and then left for the day. Have you ever seen the documentary American Movie? No, what is that one about, Yambari? I think I've heard of that. And I am in a movie watching mood. No, the boss wasn't lucky. He pushed his luck. as frank as that sounds. The story was he pushed his luck. About this very topic. I am intimidation. I'll have to check it out. It sounds great. American Movie. Would you mind just shooting me a quick Discord message if you can? I am. What's new? Oh, you got a black cloud following you around too, Dylan? What did you do to get cursed? Fair enough. Jesus Christ. Was it blood? Boy, is my elbow hurting from this. You would think a week off, or 6 days off, would help out, but it didn't. But it didn't, everybody. 2 scoops of melting fudgy Rocky Road ice. Jesus Christ. These descriptions you got on Mizu are not pleasant. They can be. They can be. I don't know. This is hard to eyeball for me. Do I have to move it? Maybe not. Hi, Sashi. Umebeshi. Welcome in. Tell them. So are they fearing for their life, obviously, that they're in the presence of a squirrel mutilator? The squirrel devil. The person that all squirrels fear. Huh. I actually disagree with that sentiment. If it was a loose hand, I would genuinely would consider that deranged. Oh god, if somebody stepped in it, Omizu. See, I disagree with that. I think if you were just carrying around a loose squirrel hand in your pocket, I would probably call some type of authority. Oh yeah, no, that could be a big issue, Omizu. Yeah, but I am disturbed by it by just having carrying around a loose squirrel hand, Sashi. I'm glad that they're not disturbed by it being on a pin. I'm disturbed by them saying that it's almost like they prefer it loose. Let them know I'm judging them for this. They're being judged. Squirrel hands is a line for me, Sashi. They're a nurse? B. I can't think of anything similar to that, Omizu. That I've seen. When I was a kid, I crapped my pants at the apple orchard. On the tractor ride. Fucking A, wrong brush, yo. Not the brush I wanted to do. I bet, Omizu, that sounds like life-changing. I mean, I wouldn't be able to either, Omizu. This is weird. This area, I don't know how I'm gonna do this area. Some semblance of the wait, I wanted to do that first actually. I need some more red in there. Amount of yellow, which is kind of a problem. Don't want to put out more. I think I'm going to. I don't. I haven't yet. I know I've seen people make compelling arguments for it, Amizu. So I'm not going to say it's something I don't think about or I ignore, but it's not something I make a conscious effort to, like, saying that that's something I intentionally need to do yet. If that makes sense. Because there's been a few people who one person's an asshole, but I respect their painting chops a lot. What's his name? Something Jensen. He's a really damn good painter. An asshole, though. But he talks about edge work a lot. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, if it kind of goes back to what I said earlier, Amizu, it's like, what am I prioritizing? What am I trying to get better at? And to me, I thought that was my front door. There's an animal on the roof. Oh my God, that scared me. It's like, what am I prioritizing, right? And to me, edges are so far down the list of things I need to get better at that it'd be pointless to really, like, pointless for me to really, like, take action with regards to anything edgewise, right? And if it happens spontaneously, that's fine. But, I'm not going to work on it like crazy. Yeah. Well, and that's a lot. I mean, that's Impressionism too, Amizu. That's like most people who painted like impressionistically weren't like, people were not gonna look at your paintings from, like, it's a museum distance or gallery distance, right? It's a thing. It's like, Garg mentioned some guy you hate because he's an impressionist or something like that, but she couldn't remember the name. Because he isn't is an older or newer guy, Garg? M. Or are you talking about Sargent, how people don't consider him an impressionist? Yeah, I don't, I just take that as ignorance, Amizu, on the subject, or not really caring about thinking about the philosophy or process. So I don't put much credence into criticism like that. Sorry, that was my phone. Some guy I hate though. Do I like their work, Em? Did that come up? Huh. Huh. Is he a famous painter? I can't think of too many people I hate who... Was it Imbritson by chance? I do hate Picasso. Do you know, Dial M, if the person is still alive or are they dead? Are they D-E-D? Dead. Alright, I'll clarify it with Garg later. Do you need more intimidation, M? Oh, M, you might like this idea too. Oh, you don't? Okay, all right, fine. Fine, I guess. But M, you'll like this idea. Fucking elbow. Jesus Christ. It's all right. It's got a weird pain. Not a weird pain. I got a pain in the elbow. I'm gonna be creating my own props. Of hands and my feet using those like casting kits, but you can like now pose your hands and use them for props, and it's not that expensive to do. You could make one for like $10 and you get like a good supply of props. Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. They sell kits like that, so I actually got it. So, like, I'm gonna create a hand for holding like a cigarette for my skeletons. I'm gonna create like a hand like a gun to use as like a gun prop, and then just random other stuff. You know, middle finger. I'll just like have a bunch of hands in a bunch of my paintings. And I was thinking about creating 2 left feet casts. Yeah. So I had that idea the other day, and I'm super excited for it. Exactly, Oxford. Interesting. So for me, I could get like the thing that has all like the bucket and stuff for like $25 or $20 to $25, and then like replacements of more materials for probably another 2 runs was like $20. So I think I'll have enough stuff to make at least three, probably 4. But I'm very excited about that idea. Have a good one, Dylan. Be well. I don't know what they were asking either, Dan. Well, thank you. I just, I think about it. It's part of the like fun, creative process of all this, right? Like, I find joy in, thinking of creative stuff and how to do it, right? The engineer in me, because it's a big, it's another outlet, right? It's another outlet to be creative, to have fun, to be like a sarcastic prick. Now it is a lot of work though. This took me hours to set up, because I set up another one that I thought I never liked, but I was just like, I don't know what to do, and then I had this idea. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. It's nice knowing, what's really nice is when you have a good idea. As far as the setup. Now, I think I have other good ideas, but the problem is I don't know how to set them up, or how I could realistically set them up, or I don't have the props to set them up. Yeah, Andrew Kadim is pretty good. He's very good at well, his imaginative work is very impressive, even though I'd say he does a lot of variations on a theme. The only thing that bothers me about Kadima is how small he paints. I would like to see him paint larger. But this is also a skill. I'm getting better at doing setups, understanding, like, I'm going to start involving a lot of perspective. Things like that. Well, I'll say this. Doing it small will help a lot with that. But yes, he is incredibly good with just getting like painting relations right basically immediately. He's incredibly, don't take that as a detraction from him, but I will say that like painting it small gives you a lot more leeway. At least for like a face. But he's one of the best, like, I think skill-wise online painters that I see, or content creators, I should say. I hate, that's one thing he's very, some of his takes on colors and he uses garbage paint. But I think he has some type of a deal with some of those companies, but I've seen him use Gamblin. Gamblin's fine. Old Holland is dog shit, and he uses that, and he does, like, he talks like it's, you know, a good oil paint, but it's not. I believe I've seen him use Winsor & Newton, but he has, like, you know, a bunch of old paints. Plus, his color selection is not very good as far as his palette choices. You know, you know, they do. He can do whatever he pleases. It doesn't offend me. You know, it just tells me he does, like, might not have the knowledge or understand or has looked into it. That's fine. But I do not recommend paint from mounds or using old paint like that. That is no bueno, bad idea. Obviously, in a lot of them, he puts on new paint and stuff like that, so that's not the worst thing. On that mark. Screenshot. What are you screenshotting?
Fire the nuclear weapons.
Oh my god! Hooray! Most likely am. Welcome in. Welcome in, you perverts.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, thank you, Mud. How was the fart stream? Get farted on, nerd. Oh my god. Smells like flaxseed and old hamburgers. Welcome in. Hi, Salt. Hi, Anthony. How did it go? The baking of Pellant 123. Pee pee poo poo. Fart fart shit shit. Welcome, everybody. We are doing something called oil painting today. It's very innovative and nobody else has done it before, ever. I'm the first. welcome in. Anthony, if you'd like to post your links, please do, or else I'll see you in hell. Yeah. Any questions are welcome. Please subscribe to my YouTube if you are not aware. And questions are welcome again. But we're just doing a block in. We started this today. Thank you, sir. Please, I'm a desperate man. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please do. It's free. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm a sad, desperate man. Sad and desperate, everybody. Yeah, this is brand new. Nobody's ever painted with oil paints before. Bubble Fight Club. I'm the first. But we're painting from life. We got this set up in front of me. Oh wait, I'll hide the butt. Get side boob. All right. Yep, mannequin. I have it all set up in front of me. So I paint from life with these setups. Blah, 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 blah. How did I discover these oils? What's it? An ayahuasca dream. An ayahuasca dream. Ayahuasca is a psychedelic drug popular somewhere in South America. That's true, Salt. Oh, thank you, Em. Yeah, I did have to invent the pigments, all the colored pigments first. And then I had to copyright all of them. Do I need to... I feel like I made the hips... I think I made these hips lie a little bit too much. Yeah, Carl Sagan said that about me. No, I actually invented that for him.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, thank you, Amy. How are you? Get on in here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be going for that much longer because my elbow is hurting. And I was just planning on doing the block in today. I don't have these eyeballs in, but I'm going to order a fake tongue. We're going to add a fake tongue to this, everybody. As well. I gotta order that too. Oh, we have a decent block in. Well, I got the eyes. I got the eyes coming out, and you know, I'll leave it as it lays. Play it as it lies. I'm making sure I have good coverage. Because the next time we'll paint this, we'll continue painting this in a couple days, but we'd like it to be dry to the touch in this context. But I think we have a decent block in. Thanks. You know, we're going to be continuing it. So if you want to see how it goes in the future, come back and watch. Or else. We're also going to be streaming Path of Exile 2 tomorrow. So that's going to be exciting. Sorry, just got a text. So everybody, how are those local sports teams? Do you live by White Sox? Were you in Chicago, actually, roommates? I forgot. You're in Seattle? Okay. I thought there was somebody who was by the White Sox. Sorry, I'm getting a ton of text messages now. Alright, do I need to do anything else with this? Roommates, what do you think? Thumbs down or thumbs down? Yeah, I don't think there's much else to do, though, for today. I do have to clean up, though, and stuff like that. I'm a little bit out of paint, and I don't want to put out more. Or I can clean up that edge a little bit. You did say your elbow's hurting. Yeah, it is hurting, and I'm just trying to set myself up so maybe I could finish it in one sitting. I might be able to finish this in one more sitting. Interestingly enough. There's not that much going on here. We'll just do that. We'll start cleaning up. All right, this is our block in for today. I am going to be adding a fake tongue to this, I believe. That's going to be popping out of there. Just got to find that prop. So we should have a fake tongue on the way. Pretty much, yeah. They used to be only foot-long brushes, but now that I added the extra foot, I'm using 2 feet. But yeah, on this one, I don't think I'll go any closer than what I'm doing right now. And that is somewhat on purpose, because once again, it's relational to the philosophy I have of my approach. Not that it's dogmatic. If there was a so here's the thing, Dylan. If there was a detail that I thought was so important that I needed to go in there and get close, I'd totally do it. It's just the fact of the matter is, that is rare. That is truly rare. Right? It's like why you won't see me painting a single strand of hair. It's always to see the whole painting as a whole, too. I mean, Dylan. So, like, the reason why you stand back is not because of the looseness. It's a benefit, but it's because it forces you to see everything all at once. Because this color, right here, is relational to this color, and this color, and this color. So that's why you also don't see me finishing like a portion. So like, why don't I just finish this portion and then move on to the next? Because I don't know if this is going to be right relative to whatever that is. You have to look at it as a whole versus individual segments. Sorry. For an impressionistic methodology or philosophy, the exact colors aren't that important. The exactness of detail is not that important. The visual effect and the relationships that the colors have with each other and shapes and forms have with each other is what's important and trumps everything. So yeah. So like I won't. That's why I can also paint faster or paint larger and faster. But you know, I think I paint enough detail in the paintings I paint. Intimidating knowledge. Told you I was going to intimidate you. But really, Dilemma, what I think is important has nothing to do with detail. That's just me, straight up. I mean, like, I don't, I try and use larger brushes to bring that message home, or to bring that like philosophy home. But it's also other things, right? Like, Dom, I don't pre-mix my colors. You won't see me do that. Because because it's not like that point is not like that color is never an anchor for me. Lies and sausage. I wish I had sausage right now. I forgot to get some last time I went to the store. I was gonna get some bratwurst. Well, here's the thing, Dilam. It's under, like, do you know where you want to get to? Do you know how you want to paint or draw in the future? Like, that's the first thing you have to identify. If your goal is to improve, I think the first step you have to do is understand where you want to get to. Can you find a painter who you'd be perfectly comfortable painting exactly like, or a drawer you'd be comfortable drawing exactly like? And then it's not about copying them, but it's about doing fundamental steps to get you the skill set that they have. It is, Odorous. It really is. Random Yan, thank you for the follow. This is disappointing for my elbow today. Miriam Hoffman. So, and if you want me to, I can take a look. I'm unfamiliar with their work. And if, like, because I could, like, if you wanted to do, I believe from what you've told me, you don't want to do hyperrealism. Hyperrealism is the most straightforward, what you need to do. But if you wanted to paint impressionistically, well, in my opinion, the most important thing has nothing to do with drawing. It's about seeing color, relational to other color, and being able to mix said color and apply it. That's what I'm working on. If you're going for like surrealism, then you have to like, or like, you know, imaginative works, then you have to work on some other stuff. You have to understand a lot more about certain things that impressionist doesn't have to care about. Well, that's the thing. I'm not going out to, I'm not saying you should copy them, right? But what it is, Dial M, is they clearly have skills that will aid you, or they have an understanding of a lot of skills that you need to learn. That's fine. Can you, Dial M, can you message me in Discord that name and I can look into it for you? All right. And now why everybody's here. The whole reason this is happening. And if you don't want any advice or like anything, I could just take a look. I'm just curious in the name. But why everybody's here. Time to wipe the D. Live and uncensored. You are all gonna watch this while I wipe the D. Fair enough. Message me the name. While we D-wipe. We're all doing this together. I know, Odorous. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done with the block end. My elbow's hurting. That's why I haven't been like really painting that much recently. Oh my god. This is just disgusting. Oh my god, you filthy fucking perverts. Jesus. You paid money for this? Oh, that's every night, so that's not something new. I have been having particularly problems sleeping recently. Perfect, Alan. Oh, Lord. This is just disgusting. It's all moist and slightly burns. It's a graphic. Okay. All right, let's find somebody to write, huh?
I be smoking.
Goddamn right, Salt. Nice talk with you. I'll message you and I'll tell you what I think. Pretty late. Today I didn't, go for a while, due to some elbow pain, and it was just the block in today, and I don't want to do more than the block in. But the next stream should be decently long, because I think we'll be able to finish this painting next stream. I think we'll be able to finish this painting. Kobits, thank you for joining me. Anyone who's here who's not subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe. Like I said, I'm a sad and desperate man who needs those YouTube subscribers. And, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, another one!
Oh, thank you, Fairy. Thank you so much. Son of a bitch, Ezra! God damn it. A sad, sad, desperate man, Kovitz, exactly. I appreciate it. Alright, everybody. Let's find somebody to raid. We'll probably be streaming again on Saturday or Sunday, but sorry. We're gonna be streaming painting on Saturday or Sunday again. Tomorrow I'm streaming Path of Exile 2. Oh, have you? Which one did you get? Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Yep. I will... Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to try and send it to you tomorrow. I'll be able to ship tomorrow. Well, thank you, Fairy. All right. I gotta find somebody to raid. Sorry, I was delayed. Name that movie. You name that movie, you'll get 10 oily points. The only clue is I said I was delayed. Oh, Poison Jackal's on. Blue Skittle. Pinion. God, Pinion's been streaming a lot. We haven't rated Blue Skittle in a long time. Let's rate Blue Skittle. Alright, everybody. That's true, Ezra, but I just respawn. Some Tiger Bomb for the... Yeah, I gotta figure out some... I've been taking steps to try and make it better, but I think I might need to start icing it. Thank you, Remakes. Yeah, oh my god! Maddie! Omizu, you have a great night. Kobits, have a great night. So tomorrow, streaming Path of Exile 2. Saturday or Sunday, we're gonna go back to this. And then the other day is gonna be more Path of Exile 2. Alright? Because I have a problem. I have an addiction, everybody. Okay? I'm going on Sally, Jesse, Raphael for this addiction. You coward. Elbow's hurting me. I did the block in. Yeah, I gotta do something like that, Kovitz. I don't have an ice maker, though. But I do have a freezer. I should just... No, that's what I should do, actually. Alright. Anywho. We're rating... Oh, did we already rate out? Where's the button? Did the raid stop? No. Okay, the raid just happened. Bye, everybody. Greenback, I'll see you in hell.